So if you want something that's very relatable to Sword Art Online, then look no further than you have actually got this big old new series that is, it's got one of the most weirdest names out there, people. Its literal translation is it wrong to try and pick up girls in a dungeon? Or Danger ni Dewa wa Motomeru no wa Machigero Daroka. It's a long shit, okay? Let's just get that. Daroka, DanMachi, it's the whole thing. And this is a very weird one. So pretty much it isn't a MMO like Sword Art Online, but it's definitely set in a fantasy world like, like Aincrad and stuff like that. And it's commonly known as the dungeons in the city of Alio. And we meet with our main character who seems to be called Belcrano, and he, has a faithful encounter with this goddess named Hestia, and pretty much for the most part is the title in general. He's generally going out there and he like encountered like this really hot girl, like this blonde girl that's like part of this really big group. I think they're called like out of like the god Loki, like, and they were saying, oh, she's really hot, and he's a bit of a coward. And one thing is that he wants to pick up these girls, but one thing that's not there was that the goddess that he's actually with is in love with him. And, one thing I'm going to say, it's been done by JC Staff, the same people that are doing the Shokugeki no Soma show at the same time with the show. It looks okay. If you want Sword Art Online animation, I knew we wasn't going to get that because Sword Art Online had an insane budget. It had a very insane budget, and it's done by A1, and they take a lot more care with this. So don't be like, oh my god, the animation, it's really just there. It's just okay. Music, kind of okay, yeah, it really sets the tone, like, definitely for the series, like, and you're probably wondering why I'm not really going more into the story. It's because I've literally just explained it in the nutshell. Like, he's pretty much got there. He's got like a whole big girl that loves him. He's in love with another girl, and she's a goddess, and he's leveling up. And it's just pretty much that. I mean, it's just good to see him, take on some freaking mobs in like the dungeon and stuff, and making a name for himself, meeting some characters, meeting like the team Loki. That's really what the episode really was to train you. But what I really want to say to you guys, and definitely that you want to know straight away more than the story, is it fun to watch? This is definitely a fun show to watch. I can definitely sit back, crack a beer, enjoy this series. And I do know that the light novels are definitely out there, so if you are interested in finding out a little bit more what happened next, then yeah, you can definitely read the light novels. Like, personally, I've got the Sword Art Online novels, and they're pretty good. I've enjoyed them. I don't think I'd pick up the light novels. I think it's a series that you can just watch this on Crunchyroll, have fun. Hey, if you want to pick on Blu-ray when it comes out, sure, go right ahead, because it's probably going to be licensed anyway. It's something you take serious? Of course not. It's an ecchi, action adventure series. It's like, it's there to have a laugh. It's there not to take serious. I like the main character. I think the main character's kind of cool. I do like the sort of Bell, sort of like, he's the rookie. He's not like Kirito. That's pretty much at the start where he's God in like 2 episodes. Like, it seems like he's got a long way to go throughout the progression of like this whole dungeon. And like, it seems interesting. I mean, I hope they explore a little bit more into the whole dungeon aspect and a little bit more about the world and its characters. I wanted them to flesh out a bit more and a lot more things like that. We'll say one thing that I really didn't like in this episode, the CGI. Definitely the Minotaur CGI, although it was a really minuscule, but it looked okay on those little dark hunter things, like those weird dark mobs. They look like completely fine with that. But the Minotaur kept going from like 2D to like 3D, like CGI. It just looked not good. It just did not look good at all. Honestly, keep to one like animation if you're gonna kit with one monster, and it just didn't look good. You honestly notice the difference every time. Very gory though, so I would say that. Would I recommend it? It's fine. I'd say it's slightly above the natural. Like, would I put this above Sword Art? Hell fucking no. Sword Art Online episode 1 is near one of my favorite episodes of anime, period, next to Attack on Titan and like other shows like that. I'd put it into the words of like a 5.5 to a 6. It was fine. It was a fine episode. Nothing that made me but it made me chuckle, it made me laugh, and it made me curious to see why not an episode 2. I'm in for an episode 2. Whether or not I want to watch this entire series, that's honestly up to this series. But that's what I'd want to say for this. A 5.5 to a 6. I think it's a fine episode. Nothing to like tip your hat off to. So honestly, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about this one. But that's all from me. So thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.